All right. So here's our Matt again.
Hello everyone. How are we doing today? Okay, so you've portioned your lovely fresh fish.
All right. So let's take.
As I mentioned, we use rice cones. Now this is good because it allows you to kind of grip the fish and it doesn't slip out your hands and splash into hot oil, but it also helps the batter adhere very lightly to the fish. You know, kind of. Right, what we've got here is a nice piece of plaice.
Ah, plaice.
This is an English version
nice
of your flounder.
Fish, flounder, yeah.
We've got some halibut there and some cod flat.
Tell me, what's the difference between halibut and cod?
Essentially, a halibut is a sole fish which can grow up to half a ton.
Yeah, they get really big.
They get really big. We had one came in about 2 weeks ago, all of which is gone, but you know, you're talking about a 98 kilo fish. It was bigger than two of the guys that took it down. So,
and the flavour?
It's very clean, fresh flavour, much like cod, but with a texture much more akin to meat than tuna.
Yeah, okay.
Much more than, you do feel like you're eating a proper steak.
Okay, all right, so take me in here.
Okay, so here we have our fish. Again, what you want to do is dust it off nice and lightly, keep as little of that on the fish as possible. Here we have our batter. Again, as I said to you yesterday, you need it rested, but this is kind of the consistency people should be looking for. But as you lift your finger, it just runs. Yeah,
and we're talking eggs,
a nice coating.
Water,
eggs, water.
Flour.
We've got a little bit of a secret ingredient thing going on here, trade secret, but, but essentially
it's your basic batter.
Yeah, you know, just a step above a pancake mix, if you will.
Good enough. Okay,
somewhere around there. A little bit of seasoning to taste. So, technique with a sole fish, obviously. This is within the trade, but what you want to be trying to do is similar. Just lay it down. And here we are, we're just pulling it through. The object of doing a sole fish is keeping it nice and flat.
Wow.
And then again. So what we're doing here, essentially, good indicator with a batter like that. The second it stops dripping, that's the time you've run off enough batter from your fish.
And those you just drop in?
Those you just drop in.
How come?
Essentially, there's just not as much, the firmness of the fish holds it all together and holds it in shape.
So with the plaice, you got to put it in, let it harden up on the outside, like searing a meat or something.
Absolutely.
Then you
get
can
a little bit of a crust.
Okay, to hold it together.
Otherwise, it will fold over completely.
Got it.
End up like a pancake roll.
Yep. Now I notice you got some pieces over here.
Yep.
So you got these fried up.
Yeah, we're the kind of shop, you know, these will be gone in the next 10 minutes.
You're moving stuff fast.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't like to be caught short here.
Yeah. No,
but, it's a case that we know what our customer flow is like. So.
How many tourists you get as opposed to locals? What do you think the percentage is?
I would say for us, we run probably in peak season, like in the summer when there are a lot of tourists in London, probably at around about 50-50.
All right.
In the non-tourist seasons, it probably creeps up to about 80% like London.
80% locals.
Local.
And you have how many locals do you have? You know, people who really live in the area here.
Unfortunately, they're diminishing in number. A lot of new people come into the area, but a lot of the old characters kind of getting to that age where they're a little bit infirm and they're not around.
And the prices
is a little poorer.
And the prices of real estate's probably gone up as well, I suspect.
Absolutely. All those syndromes.
Yeah.
You know, but the demand for good fish and chips seems to be consistent.
Now, fries go. What's the deal with the fries?
Got a chip thrown into the oil, batch cooked, and essentially that's cooked through. You've still got a skin casing around it. Okay. Basically, these are still tough when they come out. But how long you fry these? I would say you'd be looking at putting a good frying potato like a Maris Piper. I don't know what the world over. You know, but a general good frying potato. I would say you need to keep the temperatures at around about the 300 Fahrenheit, 150. 7 minutes.
That long to get them to this stage.
Don't overheat your oil because you're just going to char it on the outside and it's going to be uncooked. And by the time you do cook it through, it will be quite carbon.
All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this.
Here's the Plaice we put in earlier.
Beautiful. Look at that.
So with a little trim of the batter, nice and thin.
Beautiful. So that's about 6 minutes, 7 minutes? Actually, that's not 5 minutes, maybe.
5 minutes, obviously, because it's a dinner
fish. It's a very thin fish.
A lot of people tend to overcook fish.
Yeah, sure. And it keeps cooking a little bit, I suspect, for the next couple of minutes in there anyway, right?
Exactly.
Because it's warm, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In its case, the object you're trying to do is get a case formed around your food as quick as possible, and then you get all the juices of the food actually steaming inside your food.
Just like searing your meat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right, Ahmed, how many people you got working here?
Today there are 8 on shift.
And how many are our family?
Family, there are 4 of us.
Yeah.
My brother included, who's unfortunately not here. But we've got my uncle and 2 of my cousins.
Fantastic.
They kind of do part-time, and the rest are very good family friends of ours who's been with us for 10, 15 years now. It's we're quite a nice, close-knit team, and it's a family business.
Yeah.